Imagine starting an Airbnb business without owning a single property or taking on massive debt. It sounds kind of difficult, right? I thought so too, but what I discovered took me from struggling financially to the owner of a global short-term rental empire, generating millions per year through hundreds of properties across 4 continents. I'm James Murphy, and today I'm revealing how you can get started with an Airbnb business this year without owning any property. First, I'll show you how the model works and why it's the most powerful shortcut into real estate right now. Second, I'll walk you through exactly how to get landlords to say yes with my proven pitch framework. And third, what to do after that to launch your listing, get bookings, and start turning a profit. So grab a pen and paper, because I'm handing you the blueprint I wish I had when I was starting. How I leveraged the rental arbitrage model to start without owning a property. While everyone else chases mortgages and down payments, there's a smarter, faster backdoor into the real estate game that requires almost no capital and can generate profit from day one. It's called rental arbitrage. And it might sound a little sketchy at first, but let me explain. As an ex-pastor making just $40,000 a year, I knew traditional investing wasn't an option for me. I didn't have the capital and I didn't have the credit. So I had to get creative. Rental arbitrage is basically entrepreneurship applied to real estate. You lease long-term, rent short-term, and profit off the margin. You rent a property from a landlord with full permission, then list it on Airbnb, and you earn the difference between what you pay in rent and what you make in bookings. And here's how the numbers play out with one of my original Sheffield properties. I leased a 2-bedroom flat for just $600 a month. Now keep in mind, this deal was done 6 years ago, so rents were much lower than they are today. But it's a real life example that shows what's possible. My total setup cost, including furnishings, sourcing, and essentials, came to $7,000. That same property brought in an average of $2,200 a month in revenue based on a modest 21 nights of bookings at $105 a night. After Airbnb fees, rent, cleaning, guest supplies, maintenance reserves, and tech tools like Guesty and Price Labs, my total monthly cost is $1,360. That means I made $844 in profit every single month, or about $10,000 per year from a property I don't even own. And I recouped my entire investment in just over 8 months. Compare that to purchasing a rental property and putting down $40,000 for $300 a month in cash flow. The difference is staggering. And it's completely legal when executed correctly. You need landlord permission, lease addendums, and to follow your local laws. But it works. And when done right, it's not just legal, it's powerful. How to get landlords to say yes using the landlord and agent pitching framework. Now, knowing the model is one thing, but the real key, getting landlords to say yes. Most people make this hard because they tried to sell Airbnb, but that's not what the landlords care about. They care about their own needs. They care about consistent income, property protection, and peace of mind. And if you frame your pitch correctly, you become the best tenant they've ever had. Here's how we do it using my landlord and agent pitching framework. Number 1. Guaranteed rent and no management fees. You offer landlords fixed rent payments every month with no agency or management fees. And that alone puts hundreds more in their pocket every single year. Number 2, long-term tenancy instead of tenant turnover every 6 to 12 months. You offer them a 3 to 5 year lease. That leads to fewer headaches and no void or vacancy periods. Number 3, no voids and vacancies leading to higher yield. Even 1 month empty per year kills landlord profits and kills their yield. And so you eliminate that risk entirely and you boost their return. Number 4, risk reduction. You don't bring risky tenants, you bring vetted guests. That means no long-term tenancy rights and no horror stories of months of rent unpaid and damage to the property. Number 5, professional property care. You clean weekly, maintain the unit, and you ensure it's above industry standard. Ultimately, you own a business that's operating from that property, and so you're going to keep the property in tip-top condition. What about pitching to real estate agents? Well, there's a phenomenal opportunity in this area too. There's many advantages for the real estate agent, and you can bring those to the forefront. Firstly, you want to position yourself as the dream client. You rent quickly and with zero hassle. You're easy to manage and you make them look good to their landlords, and you're happy to offer a performance bonus or an exclusive deal flow. The key is shifting the frame from I want to do Airbnb in your property to here's how I can help you make more money and protect your asset. And that's exactly how we've closed hundreds of deals across multiple countries. In fact, this works everywhere. It's completely universal. What I did after the landlord said yes, my 30-day launch plan. Getting the keys isn't the finish line, it's the starting gun. And here's exactly how I launch every new property profitably within 30 days. Day 1 to 3 is all about finalizing agreements, preparing your draft lease, and getting ready with your short-term rental addendums. As a bonus, during this contract negotiation stage, you want to try and aim to get a couple of weeks rent-free. This will allow you time to get set up and prepared with the property to go live. But be careful to not negotiate so hard that you lose the deal. The other major is compliance. Elements like insurance, key handover, and detailed inspection reports. During those first 3 days, you also want to be drafting up your interior design plan. Days 4 to 10 is where it gets a little bit more exciting. You're now going to be furnishing and staging the property, and you want to invest in a high impact furniture pack. A furniture pack can range from $5,000 all the way up to $25,000 depending on the size of the property. By the end of this phase, you want to have the property pretty much ready to be staged. Now the hardest part is over and you have the opportunity to turn this property into a photography and marketing masterpiece. You want to book in a professional photographer that will cost about $150 to $300. You want to make sure that the photographer comes on the same day that it's been fully staged so that everything is fresh, the linen is crisp, and it's perfectly clean. All of this effort is going to be worth it because you need your listing to be a scroll stopper, and the power of these photos are going to achieve that goal. Days 15 to 18 is all about listing optimization, and you want to use my title and description formula. This is all about focusing on experience and not just features. You want to hook in your clients and convert them. Days 19 to 21, you want to automate everything. Install smart locks, build messaging flows for your guests, set up your pricing tools like Price Labs, and automate your cleaning through your property management system, Guesty. Days 22 to 30 is where you're going live. You want to drive the bookings and aim for your first 5-star reviews. To gain traction quickly, you want to offer a 20% launch discount. You want to respond quickly, you want to over-deliver on service, and use our 5-star system of thoughtful welcome, mid-stay check-ins, and a personal send-off. So that's your 30-day launch plan. The truth is, we really want to aim to get this down to 14 days over time, but for your first property, it can take a little bit longer. So this is the beginning of a powerful journey. You've launched your first property and you're on the road to building a high cash flow Airbnb business. The truth is, most people will hear everything that I've unpacked today and just keep on moving through life. But as the old cliche saying goes, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting something to change. Nothing will change until you start to make small movements. Small movements towards your future, small movements towards changing your destiny. So if you're ready to start your Airbnb business without owning a property, click on the next video. It's a full masterclass on exactly how to get started. I'll see you there.